Hello and welcome to the beach. My name is McDermott. I'm with the Ocean Shores Fire Department, and I just want to welcome you to a great 4th of July weekend. This is a big moment for us, a huge celebration, and we want to make sure that all of our visitors and our residents have a fun and safe weekend. So, as you know, we allow fireworks on July 2nd and 3rd between noon and 11 p.m. And on the 4th of July, which is a Monday this year, we'll allow them from noon to midnight. Now, you can only set them off on the beach between the Damon Road approach, which is right by the Best Western, down to Taurus. And make sure, the biggest thing, stay 100 feet away from our dunes. It's dry grass and fires happen very quickly out there. We put out little flags on the beach so that you can know where 100 feet is. Please just recognize those, leave them alone, and make sure you're staying on the water side of those flags at all times if you have fires. That includes sparklers, campfires, fireworks, all that needs to be 100 feet away from the dunes. Now, the biggest thing we'd like you to try this year is to bring a bucket. It's the simplest tool, but it's going to make a world of difference for you. We'd like you to soak your fireworks, whether you've set them off or not, before you dispose of them. We're going to have disposal stations at each of the approaches, so you can drop them off there, but please soak them as long as you can before you drop them off. Also, a bucket's great for putting out your campfires. Tip I learned from a coworker here: if it's too hot to touch, it's too hot to leave. Don't just bury your fires, you want to put them out with water. We've had people accidentally step into cinders and fires that were just buried, and it causes really bad burns. So please help everyone out. Make sure you're putting things out with water. If you're going to have a beach fire, we want you to use dry seasoned firewood, kind of like the ones you get at the grocery store. No accelerants, just the firewood. And please don't burn our driftwood here, especially those big logs, because those will burn and burn and burn, and we have to go out several times to make sure those get out. Now, all that action is happening on the beach, right? When you're in town, there's no fireworks allowed. No sparklers, no firecrackers, nothing. We have these big bright signs now around town that you'll say no fireworks. We ask that you honor that, please, and just keep your fun to the beach. If you're wondering what fireworks are legal or not, please check out Washington State Patrol's website. It's very easy. They have picture guides and tips on how to safely fire fireworks and buy fireworks.
So if you can imagine this in the dark, trying to locate somebody with an injury, or maybe for law enforcement, a civil issue or a fight in progress or whatever, it's real difficult to locate people. And you also got to watch it. You know, sometimes people will use you as a moving target with their fireworks. If if somebody comes out here and they're burning couches and pallets like we've had in the past, and they're getting rowdy with their fire, yep, there's a great example. Then we'll shut them down. So you're getting this all during the day, but right now people are coming here. The beaches are filling up. You see state parks coming by with their rig right here. So there's another resource that we have. I think there's a few extra patrols here. We have Grace Harbor County Sheriff helping out Ocean Shores Police Department. We obviously have them out here, the Ocean Shores Police Department. And I really appreciate how we all work so well together to make this happen every year. You also got to be real careful driving with little ones. They'll just dart right out in front of you. You have a lot of distractions, the fireworks, the kites. So kids aren't really paying attention. So like I said, when the sun goes down, those children are right at bumper level to these vehicles. So potential is high for someone to get hurt.
All right. We're hoping everyone stays very safe this weekend, but tends to be one of our biggest weekends of the year, our busiest weekends. So if you have an emergency, make sure you call 911. If you're on the beach, take note of which approach you use to get on the beach and give the dispatcher something distinctive so that we can find you. We love it when people bring flags or different colors that it's very easy for us to find you. If there are any injuries, make sure that you cover them up, hold pressure if there's bleeding, and wait for us to arrive. We'll get there as soon as we can. Be aware that it can be very difficult for us to move around on the beach. So if you see our emergency vehicles, please give us lots of room and move over as quickly as you can so that we can get to the emergencies. We do expect that we will have more emergency medical calls this weekend. If you do have an emergency, of course, call 911. If this is something that perhaps you can go to urgent care or drive to the hospital yourself, that's something to consider. But of course, any question, you call 911 first and we will come to evaluate. Now, a big feature of Ocean Shores is we have a lot of water. We have ocean, we have canals, we have lakes. It's a lot of places to have fun, but we want you to be safe too. Please be aware that we do not have a surf rescue team here. The closest Coast Guard we have is in Westport, and they have limited access. So we need you to be your first and best rescuer. That means do not go in the water unless you are a strong swimmer. We have rip currents out here. The water is very cold and the waves can easily overtake folks. If you have small ones, please make sure they stay within an arm's reach of you. Be right there with them as they play and splash in the water. Keep a weather eye out for all your family members and all your friends. Things can happen very quickly out here. We do not have lifeguards on the beach, so we're counting on you to help keep yourself safe and your family members as well. Personal flotation devices are a great idea. Highly recommend it. But once again, the water is pretty tough out here. If you're not a strong swimmer, a strong ocean swimmer, we ask that you stay out of the water and build a sandcastle instead. We really are looking forward to welcoming everyone to Ocean Shores this weekend. We hope you have a great time. You stay safe. We'd love to wave at you as we go by. You'll see us patrolling and out in numbers. And we hope that you have a wonderful Independence Day.